Wednesday. I'm back at the rescue. I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm feeling well enough to leave my house, so I'm here. Sorry I didn't vlog when I got here. The cleaning person was still here, Terry was here, Michelle's here today, Nancy's here, I'm here. It was a lot of people, and it was hard to find a quiet spot to start the vlog when there's a lot of people and a lot of things going on. So I'm starting it now. Hi, welcome. You didn't miss much. There were no voicemails or anything. I just took some phone calls and chatted and got up today on what I missed yesterday. And now we need to take some pictures. I was going to take a picture of Eve, but her eyes need to be washed out before we take one. So I'm gonna take you guys to clean out her eyes. And then we're going to move Lilith today. We need to make some TikToks today. And Sweet Baby Ray has been moved to a new room. We're trying her in Rasha's room with the other adults. We don't really know how that's gonna go, but she's been in there since yesterday in her cage. Today we're gonna move Lilith in her cage, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try them out. We'll see what happens, but we need to clean Eve's eyes, so let's go clean Eve's eyes. So this is Eve. As you can tell, she's been on some medicine for her eyes. You can kind of see an eye goober in this eye. That's what I'm getting. Look at me. Hi. You can see it? Do you see it? That's what we're getting out of her eye. She's been on eye drops and she's on medication for her eyes. It's just a little upper respiratory infection. She's not even sneezing. It's just on her eyes. But I want to take a picture of her for Facebook, and look at me. First of all, I mean, we should get that little eye goober out of her eye for her in general. Look at me. Hi. Just to make her feel better, but also to make her look cute for her pic. So let me clean her eyes. See? Look at me. Eve, look at me. Eve, you look so much better. Yeah, that wasn't bad, was it? No, you look better. She's not gonna look so I can show you. So like I said, Sweet Baby Ray, she's in here now. Sweet Baby Ray is our very hyper child. She is very active, very playful, wrestles with people, nibbles. She's wrestles very hard with other cats. She doesn't get along with other kittens. She doesn't like them, but she does like adult cats. So we're gonna try her in here, because in here I have Lee and we have Scarlet. She's right there. And we do have Marmalade, but Marmalade's very shy. I don't really think she'll mess with Marmalade, but Lee and Scarlet are right up her alley because they also wrestle very hard and play very hard and are very active cats. So I think she'll get along very good with them, and they can definitely keep up with her, and they will put her in her place. So we're gonna try Sweet Baby Ray free roam in here after a couple days. We want her to get to know her new roommates through the door of her cage. But I'm gonna take this empty cage out. Now it's an empty cage. We're gonna take this empty cage out into Rasha's room, and we're going to replace it with Lilith's cage. And Lilith is going to join Sweet Baby Ray and hopefully be free roam in this room. I haven't tried Lilith with other cats since she got fixed, because lots of times mamas don't like other babies, because you know, they nursed babies for 5 months. She nursed babies for 3 months. And babies sucking on your nipples that long is not pleasant. I'm sure my mamas know. I personally have never had a child, but I cannot imagine it's probably not pleasant, especially if you have 5. So she's over babies, so we're gonna bring her in here. She is friends with Sweet Baby Ray. They've been neighbors, so I think she'll get along with Sweet Baby Ray, and I think she'll get along good with Scarlet and Lee. I'm not sure about Marmalade, but we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, they'll move back out of here. It's the one thing everyone's always like, well, what if it doesn't go well? If it doesn't go well, they go back in their cage. Like, this is a luxury cage. It's okay. So I'm gonna do some rearranging. So I kind of want to go into cat introductions and how we do it here at the rescue. How you do it in a home is a completely different story, and we can get into that a different time. I will put in the description my guide on our website on how to do introductions, and it's how I recommend when everybody goes home. I do a whole spiel with the owners on how to introduce their new cats to their home, as well as to any other pets they have in their home, because you never want to start your new cat just free roam in your house. You want to start them in one room and slowly work their way up. And it's the same way here at the rescue. We never just put a cat in a room and say, good luck. They all start like Lilith and Sweet Baby Ray are, in their cage in the room. This way, you're going to see they have been interacting a little bit now, and she's hissing and growling. So if you hear any hissing and growling, it's normal. We're not reacting to it on purpose. This way she can meet Lee and Scarlet and Marmalade through the cage, and while we're not here, while I'm in the other room at night, because they are not, no, we're not here at night, there's no humans here at night, we don't have to worry about a fight. The cats are not free roam with each other until we 100% know that there's not going to be any fights. And if I don't trust somebody, but I still want them to get along with the other cats in their room, they stay in their cage until they're 100%. So how we do it is they start like Lilith is right now in her cage in this room where she can interact with the other 3 free roam cats, and she's right next to Sweet Baby Ray, so they can interact with each other. And I'm gonna push them closer together though. They can interact with each other and they can get to know each other through the safety of the cage. Once I feel comfortable, usually after about 48 hours, we let the cat out while we are here. We never do it when we're not here. It's only while we're here. We let the cats out and we see how they interact. If it doesn't go well, when we first let them out, it's not like I open the door and I leave the room. When we open the door and we sit in here. So if something happens, we are right there. We can break it up. We can put the cat back in the cage, try again tomorrow. Or if it's clear it's not going well, we won't even let them out. If the cats aren't going to get along, it's usually 9 times out of 10 clear before I even open the cage that it's not going to work, and we just push the cage back under the main room and they don't get to go in a free roam apartment with other cats. There's only been one time this year that I did let them out and it escalated, but that was taken care of like that because it happened while I was here. So yeah, this is how we do the introductions. We start them off in the cage. They interact through the door through the cage until a couple days. Once we know they're comfortable, then we let them out for supervised interactions while we're here. They go back in the cage at night for a couple days, and then after that, eventually, when I open the door, we just kind of, it's never planned. We just kind of know like, oh, okay, yeah, we can leave them out free roam. Like they're 100% good now, and it usually happens after a couple days. Each cat is different. Each introduction is different, so it's not really like a set in stone. After so many hours, they come out of the cage. After so many hours, so many days with supervised interactions, they get to be free roam. Like it's just kind of on a cat's basis. Sometimes when I open the door for the cat to come out, the cat won't even come out. Like Marmalade, it took him a couple days to even come out of his cage for the first time. So it's different with every cat, and so we adjust with every cat. But that's how we do introductions with our free roam cats here at the rescue. And you guys always ask if they fight. I mean, we never let it escalate to a fight if they're not getting along. Then, as you can see, Scarlet and Lee are meeting their new roommate, Lilith. She's the one in the cage. This is Scarlet. This is Lee. So we never let it get to that point. So if I don't think they're going to get along, we don't even risk it. We don't let the cat out. It's not worth the risk because one fight in a room of 3 cats that is getting along, and even if I take that cat out, one cat could still be upset and then pick fights with other cats. So it's not worth the risk for us. What I was saying, everyone always asks, how do we get the animals to all get along? What happens if they don't get along? Do you have fights? We don't really have fights. We have had some fights. Obviously, we've been open for 16 years. It happens. But very rare because of the way that we do the introductions. We don't let them free roam if they're not going to get along. They all get along because of the way we introduce them, and if 2 cats aren't getting along with each other, then we don't have them free roam together, because we have 3 other free roam apartments. So right now, like Lilith couldn't go in one of those other free roam apartments, but usually that's just because of how it's set up right now. I'm not going to go into that whole thing, but usually there would be other options for the cat to move into. Just right now it's set up different because of COVID, and they all don't get along. I put cats that do get along in rooms together. So that's why like Scarlet and Lee wouldn't get together with, or wouldn't get along with my 2 cats in my middle apartment out there. So technically they all don't get along. It's just the ones that get along with each other are in the same rooms together, if that makes sense. It's not like these cats will ever meet like Layla and Evie, my cats in the middle apartment. They'll never meet them, so they don't have to get along with them because they're not going to get along. And Layla and Evie don't get along with other cats anyway. That's why they don't have any other roommates. So it all just kind of works out. We make it work, and we make it work. We don't have another option. She wants the toy in Lilith's cage. I'm gonna give it to her. I need to get it out. Is this what you wanted? Yep, that's what she wanted. What do you think, Lilith? Lilith, what do you think? What do you think of your new room? You don't want me to pet you? It smells like sweet baby Ray because I was just touching her. You're a good girl. You're gonna be great in here. You're gonna be great. You're both gonna be great. Hello. So, to end out today's vlog, I wanted to introduce you guys to Carla and Norm. Do you guys remember my vlog Tuesday? I showed you Sam and Cliff and Rebecca, but she's not here because she gets her stitches out in the morning. So she's at Terry's house tonight so she can go and get her stitches out early tomorrow morning. But Sam and Cliff and Rebecca have 2 other siblings and they weren't here because they were getting fixed. But they're back and I want to introduce them to you. So I do need to give a disclaimer. They're not up for adoption, and these 5 babies, Rebecca, Sam, Cliff, and the 2 I'm about to show you, Carla and Norm, will not be going up for adoption until after the new year because they just got fixed. Rebecca gets her stitches out today, but these guys need to heal. And if I put them up for adoption, say tomorrow, I know that people are gonna want them for Christmas, and they're not gonna be able to go home by Christmas because they're not gonna be healed yet. So I'm waiting until after Christmas to put them up for adoption. So they will be going up for adoption eventually. If you are interested, just keep an eye on our Facebook page. Don't submit an application. Don't request how you can get them. You can't. I'm breaking the rules showing them to you. We don't usually show cats that aren't up for adoption yet. I've been breaking the rules showing them to you guys just for content and because I want to show you my cats. Not because I'm trying to find them a home yet. Hi, editing Abby here and Doodle. I'm sitting on the floor of my kitchen editing today's vlog, as I do every day now. And I just wanted to preface right here about the applications before I show you Norm and Carla. Please get off me, Doodle. Please get off me. Thank you. And Sam and Rebecca and Cliff. I am not saying this because I want to hurt people's feelings. We don't usually show the cats that aren't up for adoption yet because then people submit applications. And we don't take applications on cats who aren't up for adoption yet because sometimes things happen that make it so the cat can't go up for adoption. Or if they're not healed, if something happens in the healing process, if somebody's stitches do come out, it's gonna take longer, people's feelings get hurt, we have people submit applications, I hold cats for them, the cat doesn't go up for adoption, all the other siblings leave, that person drops out. So after 16 years of business, hundreds of other people before you have done things that I can't talk about that make it so we don't take applications on cats until they're ready. And there's no way for me, if you start the process today, to hold your application. I will just have to tell you, hey, keep an eye for when they're online, and when they're online, call me. That's really what I'm gonna say if you submit an application for them. If people continue sending applications and things like that, I'm not gonna be able to share the cats that aren't up for adoption with you yet. And that's not as fun because I want to show you them when they're itty bitties to when they just got fixed to when they go up for adoption. I don't want to have to wait until they're ready for adoption because a lot of times we have cats for a long time before they are ready for adoption. So I'm not doing this because I don't want you to have a cat. I'm not doing this because I want to keep them and I'm selfish, even though I do want to keep Sam and I am a little selfish about him. That's not why I do this. I do this because there's a reason to the system. We need to be fair to everybody. And we have 15 other cats right now up for adoption looking for a home. And these guys will be ready too, but these 15 other cats have waited a lot longer than these guys have. So maybe give one of them a chance or check out a rescue in your area that does have kittens available. There are a lot of animals that need a home, not just from me. And I'm okay if you adopt a cat from somewhere else, just not if you already told me you're gonna adopt one of my cats. That's a different tangent. I just wanted you guys to understand I'm not mean. There's rules, and I don't want somebody to submit an application and then I can't show you these cats that aren't ready for going up for adoption anymore online. So thank you for understanding. Thank you for not submitting an app, and back to meeting the cats. So this is Carla. She and Rebecca were the only 2 ladies of the litter, and she's the only black and white lady. Hi. She's purring. Isn't she cute? Aren't you cute? Yeah, you're a cutie. Yeah. gonna bring you to Norm because Norm is pretty nervous. Hi, Normie. Hi. 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 So that's Norm and Carla, and they were a part of Sam and Cliff and Rebecca's litter, and their mama's name is Lilith. You guys saw her. At the beginning of today's vlog, you saw Lilith. She was the one that we moved into Rash's room earlier, the black and white one. So that's the whole litter, and soon they'll all be back. Rebecca will be back tomorrow. Carla will get her stitches out on the 29th, and these guys are gonna be going into a free room apartment tonight. Not tonight. I just read the word tonight on my phone because my boyfriend texted me. I do that. If I read something, I say the word out loud. They'll be going into a free room hopefully Friday. Carla will be able to join free roam until her stitches come out, but I'm probably just going to put her cage in there so she's not alone. She just won't be able to be with them so they don't lick her stitches. They're all kept in smaller cages right now because they all have stitches and we don't want them to break them open, and they're all kept separate because they could lick each other's stitches or pull each other's stitches out, and that's horrible. So that's why everyone's separate and in smaller cages so they don't, run around or fall or jump or anything like that and break their stitches open. So that is the end of today's vlog. I'm sorry today was kind of boring. I honestly still am not back to 100%, so I didn't really move around a lot. You guys honestly saw everything I did. The only other things you didn't see me do was some computer work. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back Friday. We're gonna do the live Friday. It's our last live of the year. It's the last live of the year because I'm not going to be here on Christmas. Next Friday is Christmas. So I'm going to go, but I will see you guys tomorrow. And make sure if you want to see my link on how to introduce cats, I'll put it down with all of the other links down below. And make sure if you like this video, you click the like button and subscribe to our channel so you can get all of our vlogs and all of our videos that I do for the rest of forever right on your YouTube channel. I'll see you guys a little bit later, and I hope you have an amazing day. An amazing day. Bye, friends.